this time, I'd like to introduce our class of 2021 speaker, Tyrel Duckworth, who will give the final commencement speech. Tyrel was selected by the students to speak today. The theme of Tyrel's speech will be the future. These last 4 years, Tyrel has been involved in FFA, leadership, DECA, Link Crew, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, National Honor Society, hosted some legendary Christmas parties, and proudly represented FHS as the Golden Eagle mascot. Now you know. This next year, he will attend the University of Washington. Please welcome to the stage, Tyrel Duckworth.
When I was in preschool, had you asked me what I wanted to be when I grew up, I would have told you my dream of owning a hotel for dogs, filled with a puppy pampering spa, gym, and automized food dispensaries. By the time I reached elementary school, I had come to terms, however, with the reality that any reputable bank would hesitate to finance my fantasized canine hotel, and the liability of housing so many dogs would be extremely costly. So I changed my mind. In elementary school, had you asked me what I wanted to be when I grew up, I would have shared how I wanted to become an author. Again, this dream was short-lived. What your English teachers forget to teach you is that most authors struggle to succeed financially. For example, while contributing significantly to American literature, Zora Neale Hurston, author of Their Eyes Were Watching God, received her largest royalty, equaling a small $10,000 while alive. In middle school, if you had asked me what I wanted to be when I grew up, I would have explained my desire to be an architect. The more I dove into harder mathematics and sciences, however, the more I realized that spending the rest of my life designing the stud spacings for house frames was not my desired occupation. Through our last 13 years of schooling, we have been bombarded by questions regarding our future. Distant relatives visiting for the holidays have spent their time interrogating us about our intentions. Many trusted people have expected us to have some sort of GPS life navigation system that allows our life to be routed out with a clear destination selected. But for many of us, probably because we have T-Mobile or limited cellular data plan, our life navigation system may not have a clear route leading to our future. For many of us, we may not know our destination as we journey through high school. Our last 13 years, we've repeatedly been asked the question, what do you want to do when you grow up? I fear the day that I am asked the question, as a grown-up, what do you do? Because when this question is asked, how shall I respond? I own a hotel for dogs. I'm an author. I'm an architect. I'm a Twitch streamer. I'm an Instagram influencer. Follow me at Tyrel_Duckworth, by the way. Thank you. The future feels frightening and blurry with so many endless possibilities. And through the unknown perils of the future, however, there lies beautiful anonymity. Our last 13 years, we have been cookie-cutter students. Each one of us have been baked in the same form by our imperfect education system. We have all been expected to sit in class, read the same books, practice the same equations, and conduct the same experiments. Being liberated from the oven that is high school and free from our cookie-cutter molds, we can pursue what we wish to pursue. We can read what we want to read. We can equate what we want to equate, and we can conduct what we want to conduct. How freeing. Being apart from our cookie-cutter molds, we can now dress how we want to dress and talk how we wish to talk, and most importantly, use the bathroom without having to awkwardly stand by the door waiting for our teacher to notice us. Our last 13 years, constant pressure has been ingrained in us. We have worried and stressed over job applications and scholarships and what comes after high school. We have been instructed to be faster, smarter, stronger, more outgoing, and every bit more. all the while simply trying to tick the boxes on a resume. Yet there is far more to us than what lies on a job application. We are defined by our character far more than our occupation. When I am older, I may certainly become the next Charlie D'Amelio. But if I lack kindness, compassion, empathy, and the values that make a true friend, then I am nothing. For many of us, we do not know what the future pertains to next year, next week, even tomorrow. So much of our lives we have spent worrying about what we will become occupationally, when instead we ought to be focused on what we will become personally. Our last 13 years are behind us, and now we are free to choose for ourselves what to pursue in life. And instead of pursuing a career that pushes ourselves farther, let us choose a route in our life that pushes our community together. Now, standing up here in these blue Judge Judy robes, if you asked me what I want to be and what I want to do when I grow up, I would answer that I want to be a kind and loving person. That is all. As our future progresses, our occupations and job titles may change. But the day that someone asks you, what do, you will be able to respond, I am a good friend, a proud father or mother, a loving spouse, an active community member. In the end, these are the job titles these are the titles that will matter. Because whatever mysteries the future entails, if we remain steadfast in our morals and love for one another, the rest shall not change. I love you, class. Thank you.
Let's hear it again for all of our speakers tonight. Thank you.